Good morning, guys. We had two incidences of the worst things that could have happened the other day. Can one thing really be the worst if there's two of them? I don't know. Here's the long and short of it. The first thing that happened was the tractor blew up something. Some fluid started leaking out down, of course, all the way down the other end of the driveway. We had to nurse it back up to help. In the process, spilling about 7 gallons of diesel across 600 feet of driveway. I don't think Ashley has forgiven me yet for that. Second, I was doing other things around the property. So the cameras were rolling and it captured all this, and it captured the Mickey Ficky repair that I did on it. So the second worst thing that happened was we lost all the footage. Don't know, the still pictures are still on the card, but the videos disappeared. So here's a quick recap. So basically what we have here is the fuel filter manifold. You could see my JB weld. Shout out to JB Weld because it did work. There's an elbow that goes in here, and it looked like it was just kind of friction fit inside this manifold. There was no weld marks, there was no glue, there was no nothing. It's just this is aluminum and this is aluminum, and it looked like it was just kind of friction fit in there, an interference fit. And I wasn't even doing any really hard work with the tractor. I was actually down, like I said, at the end of the driveway getting the mail. And the elbow popped out of the manifold and blew diesel all over the place. It smoked like crazy, but luckily it didn't go on fire, you know, considering everything was hotted up in here. We had the threat of snowfall. Of course, this happened on a Saturday, and the parts store wasn't open till Monday. We had the threat of snow on Sunday, so I went ahead and put some JB Weld on it, and it worked. It worked pretty well. The tractor runs fine, it doesn't leak, but I don't want this on here. So I went ahead and ordered a new part. We got it in the other day, and now it's time to put it on. It seemed kind of funny that they would go ahead and build this thing with just an interference fit there, a friction fit, and I wasn't really, I thought maybe I was crazy, like, man, you know, this doesn't look right. But sure enough, if you look here on the new one, you can actually see this one is now threaded. So how many of these elbows blew up across the country on these tractors before they went ahead and said, yeah, that's an issue, let's go ahead and redesign this. Also, in the course of checking it out, I did find a post on a message board that described the exact same thing, where the elbow popped out of the fuel filter manifold from 2003. So apparently this is not a new issue. It's just something that was kind of lying in wait and blew up on me. The good thing is that it's all just kind of quick connect clamps and one bolt, so it should be pretty easy to fix. Famous last words. I don't want my chicken wings for the next week to taste like diesel, so I'm going to make a concerted effort to wear gloves. Some mock, some understand, and I don't care. My concern is that it's a little cold out here. It's not too bad, but I don't want to crack any of these rubber lines or anything. So hopefully this all plays ball. Hope of hopes. I mean, I could have, little drippy lines, nothing crazy. I could have, like, run this out. I'm no diesel mechanic, but I always heard that, like, running a diesel out of fuel, like, for the engine was, like, really, really bad. I didn't know if it was like a, I don't know. Like, oh, you don't want all the crap in the gas tank going through the engine, or like it was like seriously detrimental for the engine. So I kept the bulb full. Now we deal with the leaks, the creeps, and the beeps. 12mm, nice and easy. Glad it's not a 10 because I wouldn't have had one. Huh. Not bad at all. One preventative measure I did do, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll flash a picture of it. is that I do have it sitting on a tarp. Once the fuel line blew off, whatever you want to say, diesel got everywhere. And I took some compressed air and I blew it out as best I could. But I didn't want to really wash it until I got the new... I didn't know how long it was going to take to get the new part. I didn't want to invest a bunch of time and then have the JB weld fail again. Or fail. And, you know, get diesel all over the place. So she's been dripping for about 6 days. All over the floor. But luckily I had the forethought to avoid a divorce and put the tarp down. Even a blind dog finds a nut. Don't break it, meathead. Just be gentle. That was it. Pretty easy. Now we can, if it ever stops snowing, take it out and hose off the undercarriage, getting some of that diesel out. You know what? It's a this is a 2004. It's got some years on it, but it only has 300 hours. So of course the thought is to be like, oh, I'm just gonna go get a 1025R. Upgrade, new house, new tools, new toys. But I kind of like this. It's old school enough where I don't need a PhD in computer economics or whatever to fix it. It's still just nuts and bolts. I heard the new ones are nightmares to fix with all the John Deere software and whatnot. I mean, this is just nuts and bolts. How could you complain about this? Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this bowl up with diesel and crank it up. See how we did. Oh, it's not even that tight. I'm sure I'm coming at this all wrong, but you guys are in the way. No big deal. I'm not complaining. I don't know if this is even the right thing to do, but one, it seems like a waste. And two, like I said, I always heard that thing about diesels and not having them run out. If you know, please leave a comment. I guess I shouldn't be putting this diesel in the middle. Put it on the outside. Yeah. Save your comments. We're getting there. Can we do this without leaking? Without spilling it all over? Without kicking the camera? Oh, that's in there. Let's go ahead and slide that up. Put that up there. Get that past there. We're just gonna line it right up to that mark that was on there before. Open up the fuel valve. I guess give it a shot. Alright, so we just got to the air bubble. Right as I was walking around. It says it's self-priming. probably buy a Honda Civic cheaper than what it costs to buy a new hood for this thing. So please be gentle. Please be careful. Don't break it, meathead. Boom. All right, guys, we did it. That's not even a prop. That was me, getting the diesel off so much for those gloves. I tried. An effort was made. An attempt was made. We did it. Nice. One for the home team. Nice and easy. Like I said, about $55 for the manifold and the bowl and everything, which, isn't too bad considering the prices of everything else on John Deere stuff. I don't know, about 15 minutes if you guys weren't here. So overall, it wasn't too bad. While this video doesn't have the drama of the first one with the smoke and the fire extinguishers and everything, trust me, it all happened. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to present it to you. But, we're here now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'm tired of saying it. Guys, you know what to do. I will we'll cherish this W. Got one for the home team. Time to start the next project. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. All right, let's take all this shit back in the house.